Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, so I was working on this yesterday, and as again my mic decided to stop working, so I apologise for that. I think what happened when I went out with the tree to wash the roots, I knocked the mic, and I think I might have just slightly disconnected it. But anyway, I've decided to do away with it for now because it's just wrecking my head, so I'll just go with this now. Okay, so I've been wiring up this tree, so I have this one wired, and this one wired. So I just need to style it down now. I've just pushed all the branches out the way as I'm wiring it, so I just need to wire this little one now in the front here. So we'll get on with that, and then we'll see, can we give it a little bit of a styling. So if I drop this down a little bit. So I was debating whether to get rid of this and just keep the triple trunk. This one does need pulling in more, but I think for now I might just keep it. We'll see. You can always take it off at a later date, but it's not got much in the way of branches on it, so it's not a lot I can do with it really. There's literally nothing on it, but we'll leave it for now, like I said, and we'll just see how it goes. If it might grow a bit and fill out a bit, and then maybe it won't be too bad. I do think we need to take off this bit here. I don't think we're going to be using that, so we'll take that back. We'll use this as the apex. Okay, so we'll just put a bit of wire in it anyway, and then, like I said, at a later date we can always get rid of it. Does everybody's wire end up like this? I presume it does, unless because you just tend to just pull bits and cut it. Then the small stuff, the bigger stuff is okay, but the size 1 and things, you tend to just pull a piece off. Okay, these bottom branches, I don't know if there's much I can do with them, so I might just wire these two here for now. We'll see. These bigger branches, it's a bit big, this branch, a bit heavy and a bit long for up here, but I might end up using this as the bottom branch. We'll have a look. So we'll just put a bit of wire in it anyway. And the same with this one here. Just put a piece on this one. We're back to our windy, rainy weather again. Raining all day again today, and supposed to be raining for the next couple of days. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into these bottom branches. I'm gonna have to probably get rid of one of them eventually, but I won't take it off. They're opposites at the moment, but I won't take it off yet because I might decide I'm going to keep this one, get rid of this one, which means I'll be getting rid of that one because there is one above that, but I don't want to get rid of this bottom one. This bottom one, see, I've got one here, one here, one here, but I don't want to get rid of this bottom one yet in case I decide that I'm going to keep this one and get rid of that one, and then I need this one and get rid of that one, so it's kind of got to wait and see. And up here, I'm going to have to take this off. Front here, we'll try and get a bit of wire on this and this branch here. Yeah, I find this smaller wire you just tend to grab a piece and yeah, so I seem to have no luck when it comes to mics. I have about 3 or 4 different types of mic now that I've tried, and they all seem to give me trouble. I seem to have no luck with them. I'm just using basically a little one that you plug into your phone, and just there's none on me, it's just got a kind of a mic on it, so I'm hoping it's a bit better. The quality is not as good probably, but at least it'll work hopefully. maybe a lot of you prefer it when you can't hear me waffling on. Just gets a bit annoying when you make a video and I don't really have time to do much editing and stuff, so I don't do any editing. I basically just record my videos and put them up because I literally have maybe an hour to 2 hours a day to work on the trees. So it's either work on the trees, record it and put it up, or spend probably a week editing, because only being able to get an hour a day on it's probably, I know that a few people have said it takes a long time to do all the editing, so maybe when I retire or something I have more time, but for now I'm just going to have to stick with doing it like this. Okay, I will be bringing that tree in. It's sticking out a bit, don't like it like that. This one I could do with being a bit straighter, but we'll see. Okay, so it's all wired up now. There's a couple of these little branches I haven't wired. Could possibly put a little bit on this one. Maybe I'll just put a little bit on this one just to I'll bring it down a bit. I'll be careful because they're not actually very strong. I don't want to snap them. I'll just put a little bit on there. Here we go again, cutting my wire into pieces. Basically, anyway, hopefully you can see what I was doing yesterday, so it didn't need me to explain too much what I was doing. It was self-explanatory. I didn't realise that it stopped working, the mic. I know we check it, but I checked the start and it was working, so I presumed the rest of it was working, but obviously knocked it off. But yeah, I presume you kind of work out what I was doing. Okay, that'll do, I'd say. So now it's just a matter of styling it all, trying to get it somewhere into give it its first bit of styling. Should we roll that second wire around this one? No. What I'll do is I'll kind of bend them into position first where I think they're going to go, and then I will trim them if they need trimming. We'll go around in and trim them all then. This branch here is very long up here, but maybe if we just bend it round a little bit, give it a little bit more. Just going to take the tip off this. Okay, so there's not a lot else I can do with this one. So like I said, there's very little on this, but when it fills out we'll do a bit more. We'll wait until we get it all in place, and then we'll come back and decide where we want to trim these back. Okay, we'll go to this one back here now. So basically looking to get bottom branches kind of bending down and then swooping up at the ends, and then as I go up the tree, changing it to more horizontal, up vertical, and then horizontal, and then more vertical as it goes up, so it kind of hangs down and then up like that, and then up to the top. So we'll try and do the best we can. Now we don't really have any branching over this side, so I'm just going to try and twist this one round from the back a bit. This one here, could do it, pity this one was a bit fuller because we could fill it out a bit more with that one. Maybe this one will bend it down a bit. Into the front, and that one at the back there. This one again is a bit big for up here. We'll just put it down for now, and then we'll decide when we get it in place what we want to do with it. Definitely need to try to hide this here where there's two branches coming off together. I'm going to try and bring this one around the front a little bit just to hide that. And if we get more here, we can get rid of this branch, but because there's nothing from here all the way to the top, I don't really want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of this one either, because it's the only thing then on this side. Okay, so I think we're okay with this one for now. We'll come back to it, like I said, and have it all wired, and we'll just give it a bit more shape. Now again, with this little guy back here, very little branching on this one as well, so we'll just have to kind of make do with what we have, try and make it look a bit more than there actually is. Some of these branches up the top are a little bit heavy, but we can get rid of them once we get some more branching growing. This one here, I think we can take that off altogether. Okay, so the main one, this one back here might be a bit low, but the only reason I left it on was just to hide a bit of the, so you can't see through the tree as easy. I'm sure when it kind of just, normally I'd try and put like a little tree or bush or something back here just to stop you being able to see through it all the way. What I can do is just use some of these branches to disguise the fact that some of these other trees don't have. Bend this one down and round this way, because we can use this branch here to fill in that gap in this tree. Said once we've got the main start on the branches, we can keep pruning it and styling it there, and it's just to get the first branches in place. It may look look a bit weird at the start, and some of these have the leaves growing, or the whatever you would call them on this, growing in the wrong kind of direction. But once we start filling it out, it starts growing, then the branches and that will start taking shape and filling out the pads in the right direction. Okay. Need to take this one back again. These, like I said, are a bit thick for up here, but it'll send out a lot of shoots. Now the light's getting to it, and then we can pick if we want to change to some other shoots. I'm just going to reduce this one back as well, take this one growing up, and clean out in here a bit. Again with two opposites, but that's okay, we can leave them for a little while until we've got the apex sorted out a bit, and then we can pick one or the other. Okay, now I do think that I need to just bring that one in. It's sticking out a bit. I just want to bring it in a bit more like that, so it's just in a bit straighter. So I'll get some really fine wire if I can find it. Really fine copper wire, so I'll just use a piece of this. Again, I can't find the end, so we'll just wrap a piece around here. Just loosely, just tight on, just as long as it's holding, and then bring it down here. Take it under that branch, and stop it slipping up. It to where I want it. Thinking about here, and then we'll just wrap that around there again. It looks just a little bit better when the two of them are straight up. Let's cut off some of that excess in that. It's not even tight really, it's quite loose, but it's strong enough just to hold it in. Okay, so now we can just start at the top, make a decision on how short we want the branches to be. Reduce that wire a bit there so it doesn't catch on anything. Like I said, it'll look a bit sparse for a while, but it won't be long filling out. Right, and all goes well. This guy we can reduce back. Take some little bit off this one, alright. Reduce this one. Take this one back another bit. Probably shouldn't be cutting the wire with my scissors, but I have lots of them. Tend not to be too fussy. Jumps like this. Okay. Just going up here, alright, could come back a bit. And just clean out in under here a bit too. Just taking out the stuff that's growing down. This guy we can take right back. This one here we can bring it back as well. Even more actually. Anything growing down. Just tip off that one. Okay, I think we're pretty good there. I'm just going to step back and have a look at it. Yeah, it seems to be. I'm quite happy with that. Kind of looks a bit like a clump style now. Bring the other back another bit, figuring out the hole. I can't get the entire thing in, but you get the gist. I was going to take off this front one, but I do think it leaves too much gap in this, leaving just the three, so we'll let it grow. And yeah, so I think it turned out alright. Excuse me, the rock cost me nothing, the tree cost me €10. It's not bad for a cheap little bonsai from nursery stock. Like I said, when you do get trees and plants from garden centres, just check the soil, because you do tend to get a lot of critters and things in it, which you want to get rid of. Okay, so I think this is done. So as always guys, hopefully the mic's worked. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.